True Sav Comedy says Jim is that guy in the office who buys you lunch and doesn't participate in office drama, but he forgets to turn in reports and makes your life more difficult, but you forgive him because he's nice.
These metaphors are getting so out of hand. It's so good.
Well, Mina Kime stole my metaphor that he's the dude in the group project who doesn't do anything, but he celebrates the A with you. He's like the guy who comes in for the group project and like brings donuts and coffee. And he's like, hey guys, I just want to help out, want to be a help, want to do stuff, want to be here, but doesn't help at all.
Yeah.
But
he gets behind you and like kind of pats you on the shoulder. Like, yeah, that looks really good. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And somehow he's just charming you into doing all the work
and then they have him present because he's the good looking one. So
we need to get behind. Exactly. We need to get behind Jimmy and hope he doesn't screw up too bad. I don't do that.
Oh, for sure. You don't have to get behind anybody. You're not a fan. I'm behind it because I want them to win the Super Bowl, of course. Yeah. So we as fans definitely have to get behind them.
People want football heroes to brag about or hate. Jimmy Garoppolo is just an easy target as he entered the league being compared to Brady, and he will never be Tom Brady. He's an easy target. He's the quarterback of the 49ers. I maybe some people are young or haven't. Colin Kaepernick got a lot of criticism. Alex Smith got a ton of criticism. Jeff Garcia, Steve Young. It comes with the freaking territory. And you know what? It's coming for Trey. And if he doesn't like it, go play quarterback for the Lions or the Jaguars. Because it's like being quarterback for the 49ers is like being a center for the Lakers or being a shortstop for the Yankees. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of history here. And if you don't want to be compared to those people, then step aside.
Yep. No, that's a very good point. There's going to be a lot of heat in the kitchen.
Go Niners, but my God, haven't we seen enough? This spreadsheet is spreading crap. His video today was gross. Jimmy's not a precision passer. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what the spreadsheet is. Yeah. Jimmy's not a precision passer. Well, I mean, I thought he hit, was it Adrian Amos? That was precise. What do you trust more? McVay learning more in 6 losses or D'Amico learning more in 3 games? Who showed more improvements? Oh, God.
Oh, this is not even close. This is not even close.
Now, to be fair, I think the Rams issue is it is partially schematic. No question. They're pretty vanilla. Right. But I think it's mostly personnel. Like their offensive line is soft. Their running backs are liabilities. Their defense is like 100% built to stop the pass. Sorry, you don't match up well.
This isn't a topic, but who do you think has more pressure on them, the 49ers or the Rams? And why? Because I think both teams have a lot of pressure. I really do.
I think the Rams. I think the Niners are working with house money, man. They should have lost last week. God himself came down and blocked that. People credit it to Jordan Willis, but I was there. It was God. He came down, and he's a Niner fan apparently, and he wanted the Niners to move on. So really, I mean, they would have lost in Green Bay had it not been for divine intervention. So I think the Niners are playing with house money. I mean, no one expected them to be this far. They were 3-5. The Rams, are you going to lose 3 times in a row? The only reason you're not going to go to the Super Bowl this year is because you couldn't beat the Niners once. Seattle beat them twice. Arizona beat them twice. You couldn't beat them once, though. Not once. 3 tries. Not once in 3 tries? That's embarrassing. I think there's a lot of pressure on them.
I do. I think there's pressure on both teams. I think the reason that there's pressure on the 49ers, though, is because they are 6-0. 1 win. All it takes is 1 right here. The Rams get it. All the previous 6 mean nothing. Literally nothing after this. So that's a lot of pressure, too.
J-Rod5 says, should have started the kid. Oh, man. I should have made it. I should have printed a shirt that said start the kid and then been able to later print the shirt that says should have started the kid, hashtag. But it's a missed opportunity. Rodgers couldn't get yards points when he needed to, and Jimmy did. To say he does nothing is inaccurate. He's been clutch when he needed him to be. I can't with the or the way I look at it is that Kyle Shanahan had things he could go to with the game on the line, and Matt LaFleur didn't. I mean, really, what Jimmy Garoppolo had to do was throw a 5-yard pass to George Kittle, who was wide open, and then a 5-yard pass to Deebo Samuel, who was wide open right in front of him. Now, he made the passes. And he didn't choke like he did at the end of the Cowboys game with the quarterback sneak. But really, like, that was Kyle's moment. Kyle had all these plays that he hadn't called before. Deebo Texas route out of the backfield, that was new. He hadn't called that before. He saved it for the very end. So to me, that was a testament to Kyle and really an indictment of LaFleur. LaFleur didn't help Rodgers out at all. Kyle has been helping Jimmy out his entire career. So that's the way I look at it. I mean, are we really going to sit here and say that Jimmy's better than Aaron Rodgers? Is that what you want to do? I mean, Rodgers played a terrible game, but he also had one receiver to throw to and a running back. He had two guys, Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams, who's no one else he could throw to, and a head coach who's clueless. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers retired tomorrow, that coach would be out of a job in a year.
Oh, absolutely. And Packer fans are wanting this, which is crazy to me. It's going to get dark after Rodgers leaves, but I'll say this. Let's operate under the assumption that you're right, that Rodgers flubbed it and blew it. Just because he blew it doesn't make what Jimmy did clutch. Like that's not they're completely opposite from each other. Completely opposite. I don't care. Throwing a 4-yard pass and a 5-yard pass under zero circumstances to wide open receivers is never clutch. Never. I'm sorry. It's just not.
Will Deebo have a long career or be like Terrell Davis? Well, I don't know if he's going to be like Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis was a victim of 1990s ACL surgery technology not being too great. But anytime you're a running back, your career is shortened. So, yeah.
And he's 20. I mean, he's 26 years old. Deebo's old.
But he really hasn't carried the ball a ton of times. It's not like they're giving him 15, 16 carries a game. But they gave him how many against Green Bay? And 10? What was it? And he lived off in the final one. So
yeah.
Samuel, thank you very much. Jesse Keneal says Jesse tweeted that if Jimmy wins the Super Bowl, he can stay next year. I'm shocked. Jimmy will be loved forever if we win, but he must go. Trey Area 2022.
Let me be clear about this. I think Jimmy's gone either way, and I would prefer Jimmy to go. But if the 49ers win a Super Bowl, my point was I don't give a crap what they do. I don't care. I don't care. Like they won a Super Bowl. That's all I care about right now. Just win the Super Bowl.
Also, it's really unfair to Trey to say, yeah, we just won the Super Bowl, but we're getting rid of Jimmy, and now it's your turn, and let's go win another one. It's like, really? We're going to win the Super Bowl this year? It's my first year. You didn't trust me at all last year, but now we're going to win the Super Bowl. I mean, that's, I think, I was talking about this, I forget with who, last couple of days, the Carson Wentz thing in Philly. Like Nick Foles won the Super Bowl. Of course, he's not as good as Carson Wentz, but he won the Super Bowl, and the fan base was emotionally invested in him. And when Wentz came back, they were like, okay, yeah, that's fine, but you better be better, and you better win the freaking Super Bowl. And he did, and it was a lot of angst. And so I think what the Niners are kind of hoping is that, you know, there would be like eventually Jimmy would open the door and fans would be actually wanting Trey to take over, but the locker room isn't there right now. The fan base isn't there right now. I mean, my viewers on YouTube clearly would like Trey Lance to take over, but that's a particular segment of the population.
Yeah, well, somebody, I forget who it was. I think it was a bigger publication had posted, do you want the 49ers to move on from Jimmy regardless? Should it be Trey or Jimmy next year if Jimmy wins the Super Bowl? It's like 80% said they wanted Trey. So
God chased down Aaron Jones in a Tart jersey. True. So God physically inhabited multiple players in this game. It was Tart, Jimmy Ward, Jordan Willis. I think Talanoa Funga was like the recipient of manna from the heavens. I mean, he was just chilling. The ball came right there. But like those three for sure. Jordan, I mean, the special team, God works in mysterious ways. He's not going to go through the stars. No. 2 safeties and a backup D end. I love that, man. God. I don't know if it was something the Niners did right or something the Packers did wrong or God's totally arbitrary, but there was something different about that game. I don't care. I don't care is what I believe. Can't tell me
it was
nothing.
Magical to say the least.
Can't tell me nothing. The Music City Miracle was nothing compared to that. Nothing. Fair, but Aaron had MVS open up the middle, and all he had to do was hit a 10-yard throw to win the game, and he threw into double coverage.
It wasn't a 10-yard throw. It was closer to 20, and he looked the play. See, here's the problem that I have when people watch film or see these things, right? And people do it to Jimmy. They did it to Trey, and I've got to check people on this a little bit. People assume because a player's wide open that they were missed. That's not always the case. You, as a quarterback, you cannot see the whole field at one time. The play to me was clearly to go to Devontae Adams. And the reason I know that is because he hikes the ball, immediately looks left because there's one safety. What's he trying to do? He's trying to hold that safety so he can hit Devontae. And the 49ers didn't go for it. They doubled Devontae and the play didn't work out. Like, also, players run wide open on every play.
Also, Rodgers didn't play well in this game. I mean, he didn't play. He was bad in the game. He had an 18. His QBR was 18. He was legitimately bad in the game. So I don't know. He should have hit that throw.
So like that's the other argument is even if he should have hit the throw, it doesn't make what Jimmy did better. That's not the way that works. in my opinion, anyways.
Yeah, and MVS didn't play. If we win this Sunday and we win the Super Bowl, we will have one at SoFi Stadium 4 times this year. Chargers preseason, Niners own that stadium. And that win over the Chargers in preseason was big. It set the tone for the whole SoFi experience. People say preseason doesn't matter. I believe the X factor in this game is the sixth man. God, the sixth man? Niners already have you mean the 12th man? What are we talking here, man? Niners already have the psychological edge over the Rams. Niners fans taking over Sophia. Is that what it's called now? Is demoralizing. It is demoralizing. It is demoralizing. I mean, it's a rivalry. Yeah. It's like if Seahawks fans could take over Levi's or vice versa.
Oh, if the 49ers win in that stadium, that's, oh my gosh, forever will be just a black eye on it.
JB, that's it, says Jesse Grant. Much love, bro. Keep being the voice. Thank you.